I had the pleasure. I got to go watch the Magic play Golden State this year, and I had great seats, floor seats. And Steph Curry came over before the game, and he was yucking it up with my buddy and my wife, and we were having a good time. And then he put on such a show in that game. I think he scored 56, one of the best games he's ever had. Made so many threes, made one from well behind half court, right at the right
Hmm.
at the buzzer, and then came over, did this little golf swing in front of us, like having some fun with us. He was such a showman. I'd never really seen him up close, and a shot maker and a showman. And I was trying to think, has golf ever had anybody who was a shot maker and a showman? And I thought, well, maybe Lee Trevino. But no disrespect. I mean, Lee Trevino was in the Hall of Fame, a hell of a player, but he wasn't Scotty Scheffler, or excuse me, he wasn't Steph Curry. Um, and now that you mention it, I think Bryson might be the closest we have to Steph Curry as far as being a shot maker and a showman in the game. I'm not saying he is Steph Curry. Steph
Right.
Curry's in a league that we've never seen before, but he's the closest thing that we might have to him. Is more motivated. I think he's out at these live events preparing for major championships. I
Mm.
don't think he's put his heart and soul into it. He hasn't played any good at all this year on live. And he gets to the Masters, and he looks like he's having the best year of his life. There's a good shot right there. That's him hitting that bunker shot on the 18th hole last year at Pinehurst. He had some about 50 yards and hit it to about 3 feet away and made it. It was probably the shot of the year, the up and down of the year. And already today, he hit it in the left bunker on the fourth hole and holed it out, and has hit some incredible chips. So you always think about Bryson DeChambeau as just being this Hulk Hogan out there playing golf, but he has turned into this little bit of a wizard around the greens. And you put that together, and man, is he good TV. It was pitch dark, and he was still out there hitting golf balls. I can't remember if there were any lights on, but he doesn't need them. He's got his TrackMan there. He hits, and he looks down at his numbers, and he gets all the information he needs right there, I guess. He's a bit like, and I've made this analogy just a little while ago. He's a bit like John Daly in that he plays with this audacity. He plays with this recklessness, swings as hard as he can off the tee. But he's also like Ben Hogan. And I mean, those are just, you couldn't get two more
Right.
Brewis at Poles people. He never stops practicing. He's never stopped trying to perfect it. So when I say he's great TV, people love to watch John Daly because there was a train wreck coming and he was swinging as hard as he could. There's not so many train wrecks coming with Bryson, although they do from time to time. But he's relentlessly pursuing perfection, and that's kind of cool. And I think he's gotten more humble. At least
Yeah,
he's certainly
for
to
sure.
be. I hear people say it's not sincere. I don't buy that. I think he's grown up a lot, and he's really fun to watch, and he's comported himself as well as he's played the last year and a half, and you got to applaud that.
Yeah.